Ay, putang. Start. It's a
Mag-late
start na?
player.
Oh, start na.
Yeah, magsugod na ko.
Oh,
What is perspective drawing? Perspective drawing is a technique to create the linear illusion of depth. As objects get farther away from the viewer, they appear to decrease in size at a constant rate. A perspective drawing also is a technique used to depict spatial depth or perspective. In other words, it allows you to accurately draw a three-dimensional object onto a two-dimensional plane. There are typically three types of perspective drawing: one-point perspective, two-point perspective, and three-point perspective.
so first is the one-point perspective. It's often used for compositions that looks at object in front from the front. Lines extending from the foreground to the background gather converge at one point. The point of convergence is called the vanishing point. The vanishing point will always be on the horizontal line or eye level of the scene, which represents the height of the eye or camera of the observer. Second is the two-point perspective. It's used for compositions that look at objects at an angle, as it is close to what the human eye normally sees. It is the most used perspective when drawing manga backgrounds and illustrations. In one-point perspective, lines converge or one point from the background to the foreground. Then in two-point perspective, in addition to the lines representing will also converge. As seen in the example below, two lines going in different directions converge in their respective vanishing point. Hence, the name two-point perspective, even in two-point perspective, vanishing points are on the eye level. So three-point perspective is used for drawing compositions that are looking up at a large object or looking down from high place. In three-point perspective, lines are representing height stretched toward a third vanishing point. For compositions that are looking up, the height vanishing point is above the object. When looking down, the height vanishing point is below the object.
Definition of terms. 1. Ground plane is at 90 degrees to the picture plane. 2. Picture plane is the flat two-dimensional surface on which we draw or project an image as perspective. 3. Eye-level horizontal plane is the axis around which a perspective drawing is constructed. 4. Horizon line defines the farthest distance of the background and is the place where a central vanishing point is established. 5. Vanishing point is a point of the image plane of perspective drawing where the two-dimensional perspective projections of mutually parallel lines in three-dimensional space appear to converge. 6. Station point is a location or vantage point from which an artist or exhibitor intends an observers to experience an artwork. 7. The cone of vision is defined as the scope of what the observer can see clearly when looking into a scene.
Okay na to eh?
Gigi.